the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure.
That was really, really bizarre. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. That was really, really bizarre. For some reason, my software just cut the stream off for no apparent reason. But we're back. We're back. We're back.
Explanation. I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk.
So yeah, there we go.
As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Your bounty, huh?
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, master.
Yes, right.
It would pain.
So yeah, and the Ebon Hawk came here?
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, master.
Yeah, right. We just saw you in the Ebon Hawk earlier when we were playing this T3, so...
Our situation became much clearer.
How so?
Explanation. Despite my market value, master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful
Yep,
admission.
again with the bounty.
I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture.
Yep.
I was forced to remind myself.
Alright, so yeah. Why is it not letting me loot this thing? There we go. There's a workbench. Sonic imprint sensor. That's necessary for later. Why am I not shooting? Why am I not shooting? No, I don't want that. There we go. Alright, we need... Alright. Let's move on. Oh right, forget about these guys. I forgot about these guys. Oh my gosh. That was close. I almost died. Alright, we have another Took him down. Anyway. Alright, so we have this. Alright, so there's a turbo lift to the administration level right here that I'm going to use to go back and do a quick side quest. Remember earlier when it said we had been administered a huge amount? Remember when we had been administered a huge amount of sedatives that we survived because of our Jedi training but should have died? Well, we're gonna figure that out now because I have computer spikes. Oh boy, here we go again. Hoping to finish this. But we are gonna go over here. Best patient treatment. By remote from another console within the facility. If I can find the identity of the console, I finish a side quest. Well, next stream I'm going to change back to the settings I normally use because I think the change setting that I used is what was causing the problems. So we're going to head back here. Yeah, that droid is, yeah. Anyway. Check system ID signature. Yep. Order was given. Or views 2 cameras within the medical bay were linked to this terminal and locked into place. The camera to the morgue and the camera in the room with the Kolto tanks. No record of who issued the command, had their full access to the terminal. Alright. Maintenance logs.
Finish the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids.
Maintenance guy.
Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands.
Alright. Ebon Hawk.
Finished my examination of the droids from the Ebon Hawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior cores, so... There's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off.
Mining droid problems.
Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in medbay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master's the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy. And that the Jedi had served in the
Jedi Civil War.
10 years ago.
The Jedi Civil War began right after the Mandalorian Wars, by the way.
Knows what happened to Revan after the end
and
of
Knights of the first game takes place in the midst of the Jedi Civil War, actually, and it's considered largely to have ended when KOTOR 1 ends. Change bounty.
Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially Corda. Corda said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shut down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think Corda and his men are gonna give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid, and he seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The Corda wouldn't...
Yeah.
With the protocol droid's help, I made some upgrades to the sonic imprint sensor, using some of the droid's vocabulator subroutines. In addition to its ability to store and record voices,
That's
it now
important
has
for
the
later.
full array of alien languages, including Basic. Should prove useful as a portable translator. I tried to make sure the protocol unit got some credit for helping fashion it, but the droid refused, saying the work was reward enough. I was thinking of installing the prototype in one of the mining droids as a test, and see what happens.
Voice print.
When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code. The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I don't understand it though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance, and then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility and they're using the droids to do it. But why?
Yep. Alright, so now we need the voice print code, or we can destroy the console, but the voice print code is a lot of fun, so we're gonna take that. We could either use the sonic imprint sensor. There's two options. We could use it with one of the consoles with the code, or we could use it with the droid. The droid is really entertaining, so we're gonna go with the droid. What's that body there?
That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying scream.
Screams?
Recitation?
Oh, yeah. 5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh, no, they're through!
They're through!
Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to
Beg for his life. Yep.
Of course. Pitying answer.
That's unfortunate. About the override codes.
Answer. Only the Paragus administration officer would have. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility
by explosives.
Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be
extremely hazardous.
Warning, Master. Continued exploration. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this
pointless. You're gonna help me.
Resignation. Very well. Correction. Oh, I already.
What do you mean?
Condescending explanation. Master.
It's voice printed.
Conjecture.
Know the code. How can I get him to speak the code? Can you speak the code? Persuade sonic sensor. The fact you can mimic voices is pretty impressive. What it sound like if you did speak the code for the console.
Answer. Master, I believe my vocab. A recitation.
Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5.
There. Was that?
That's all I'll need.
Confused query.
Yeah, I just stroked its ego and it gave me the code. I always found that incredibly funny. I always just picture my character sauntering in there, holding the sensor behind her back, being like, your Billy Big voice is so impressive. Can you do it again? Enter voice print code.
Maintenance control, voice print ID,
R1B5.
R1B5.
Yeah, there we go. And now we're just about there. There we go. Now we're gonna grab the spacesuit. And now we go out here. Nice thing about this game, even though it looks a little bit silly, they changed the environmental suit speed so that, yeah. So you move a lot faster. The first game was such a pain. And that.
That's about
yep.
time.
Yep.
I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility. On the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's kind of funny.
What are you doing out there?
Need to reach the mines in the dormitory section.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
What do you mean?
What little is left of the facility's venting
Yeah, that
systems
shit being
has
there
gone
kind of
active,
spoiled
most
what's
likely
about
from
to happen.
explosions in the
That
mining
was kind of funny though.
They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path.
The cautionary
The
then.
vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior, and only in the last few minutes.
Gee, I
It's
wonder
almost
who
as
did
if-
that.
Now what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
Got a cutscene. Open it. And now we have this bit, which is actually pre-rendered with the restored content mod. So it's actually rendered in engine for the restored content mod. So you guys should see it. Yep. Yeah, that ship came in. And then it skipped the docking cutscene, and now it's gone. That's really weird. Okay. That's actually really funny. But okay. It docked while I was talking to Hatton, and then we did the cutscene, and now it's gone. That's actually really goofy. I've never seen that before. And now we're in the dorm level. I remember one time I found some really good Jedi armor on one of these corpses. It was kind of goofy. So I'm gonna be going pistols later in this run. Because the rifles, even though they have longer range, you only get 2 shots with them off with a rapid shot. The pistols, you sacrifice some range, but you get more shots off, thus meaning, like, if you have high-level pistols, more DPS. Oh boy, I hate these things. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I can outrange them with the blaster rifle. That's nice. Because these things are like carbon project. These are fire suppression units and they'll freeze you. They're super annoying. Do some upgrades. Is this basic blaster rifle upgradable? I need to check that. Because if it is, I can put those on it and make it better. Blaster rifle, yes it is. Ooh, got a better crit range. Nice. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, Keen doubles your critical hit range. For what rolls will give you a critical hit. Oh crap, I hate that. No. These fire suppression droids are annoying. Level. Alright, powers. No deflection or healing yet, so... Tough. I'll just unlock that while I'm at it. That basically unlocks mind tricks. I managed to get a hit on it before it did its shield. My gosh. Alright. And then it turns on its shield. Oh crap. I really hate that. Thankfully I've got a bunch of defense against. Oh, let's just call them thermal weapons. Ah, come on, stupid maintenance droid. There we go. Get it? Yeah, the combat on Peragus can get a little monotonous at times. Oh, come on! More of that nonsense. Well, you can just die. Okay, that's funny. I'm shooting through a wall. Quite the crit right there. Yeah, you can blast open doors and lock things with mines in this game, which is nice. Fire restorative underway, that's... The other one activated his shield before I could do anything, which is kind of funny. Marketing visor. Ooh, attack modifier. Sweet. I like that. Alright, we have a thing here. Horda! They were talking about him wanting to sell the Jedi. Repeating Blaster Carbine. Well, that's a better gun than a mining laser, so we'll keep it. I'll take it. Mandalorian melee shield. Those will be useful later. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the console. Access camera logs.
Almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you Murklak. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Corda, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You. It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing her identity and then trying to harm her. And that I cannot allow.
Ah.
You are a risk, Corda. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Statement. Well, now we know for certain who is behind all this.
Mocking query. Corta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes. In case you managed to get this far.
Alright. So, it said he reversed the turbolift codes. So as soon as we can find the turbolift codes, we can get out of here. Yeah, there's a bunch of these scattered survival kits that are full of chemicals. Chemicals are what you use in the lab stations. The lab station is what you use to make like med kits and mines and that type of stuff. Breath mask, that's useful. Watch it require medium armor. Console. Right. Shift. S Hall. Or west. Or east. Down the gas. Ah. Storm lockdown. The question is now, can I use the breath mask? Yes, I can, so it doesn't matter. Sweet. All right. And this is how we get through these doors. Now, that Dave had we picked up said there was a stash here. Blaster pistol, med kit, just some general stuff. But it's nice to have. And a Loy melee shield. Dock officer log. The logs in here are how we find the code too, so that's useful. we'll go to the other side, check some rooms, and then this is how we'll find the code to access the turbo lift. So there is one thing coming up here. There are points in this game where just having a certain level of a stat, like intelligence or wisdom, will give you dang it, it switched them all. Gosh dang it, they're all skipping. I hate it when that happens. All the dialogue skipped. Sir. Dock officer. Evacuation.
We managed to get to the dormitories.
Alright, there's this guy.
We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible.
Yep.
There's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and...
Yep.
The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here. Unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter.
Yeah, they're in a bad situation.
Managed to use the holo transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short burst transmissions outside the Paragas facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbo lifts, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbo lift codes, our rescuers... The messages are short distress calls only. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
Private comlink message.
What did you want to talk to me about? I have to suit up and drill the 3219K asteroid claim within the hour, so...
I heard you had plans for the Jedi. About selling it.
Yeah, but security already set their piece on that, didn't they? Nobody's getting sold to anyone.
Are they? I've seen the logs you've been accessing. Maybe the two of us could work something out.
It doesn't matter what we
So
work.
yeah,
if you-
there's more
Well,
Corda stuff.
Handle the rest.
When the time comes, I'll...
Since when did the maintenance officer grow some horns?
The transmission gives the code to open the turbo.
So yeah,
When or
here we go.
if
We
it
don't need to
arrives.
decipher this ourselves.
So
Our
this is
character is
simple
high enough
verify.
intelligent that it's intelligence that does it for us. Oh yeah, we want to go around these rooms and loot. Always loot. Survival gloves, shielding visor. DM, of course. Alright. At one of these rooms. Huh. Don't know where it is. Oh well. We got the code, so it's time to go. So if you remember the thing from before, the droid said he had reversed the code. Access turbo lift door. Enter code in reverse. Administration level.
The one that fired
There
upon
we
the
go.
Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed.
Oh my gosh, that's so evil.
We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard.
Yep.
If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that has docked here.
Alright, now Kreia has a couple of levels. Alright, so now we move and... Huh, should be a trigger here. Yep, there we are. Hey, just give me 1 second here. Alright. Yep, and use that.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
It'll take too long to explain. We have to leave.
Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station. Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested
that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue. No, you were clear. I just don't listen to assassin droids.
Clarification. Assassin droid is such a crude term, Master. Reserved for Durasteel drones uploaded with only the most archaic kill programs. The function I perform has often referred to as wanton slaughter. I prefer to see it as a means of facilitating communication, resulting in the termination of hostilities.
In other words, if everyone's dead, no hostility can occur. There's a demented logic to that, but it's messed up. Kill all the miners, yep.
Indignant answer. Master, the miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived, they began to kill the miners one by one. Then a series of flawlessly timed explosions drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels. I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations, you awakened from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience that caused for both of us.
Yep.
Resignation.
Those mines are new, those are from the restored content mod. That thing is dealing me a lot of damage, so let's get ourselves a med kit. Oh you jerk! What a jerk of a droid. I've never had this hard a time with this droid. Never in my life have I had this hard a time. Why can't I hit the dang thing? My gosh! What does this thing have? Capacitor armor? Oh, that. Got him. If you go in melee, he'll do it's like a self-destruct sequence. Alright. Atten level. Alright, I'm gonna want to give him some wisdom because reasons. Sneak attack, that's insane. Alright, so you are gonna want close combat. And I'll get you some weapon fighting later. Alright, so let's do this.
Yes.
Alright, Tom. And now we're on the Harbinger.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
You have to get off.
Oh, and go where? If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded. Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to.
Let's get their codes, then we can worry about reaching Ebonhawk.
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge, I mean...
That is a sound plan for...
There, see. Certain actions and dialogue responses will increase or decrease your influence with your companions. Some respect cruelty, while others may respect nobility, loyalty, cleverness, brute force, and so on. The higher your influence with the companion, the more your alignment affects theirs, and the extreme high and low influence of the companion can open up additional dialogue choices. There are benefits to both, so treat them as you will.
Our enemies gather. Very well.
Gosh dang it. I was sure Atten's right would have increased it. Oh well. This seat is always kind of freaky. Orbital drift charts.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. Says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept.
Sith warship.
Report.
The Sith warship is...
So now we're learning about what happened on the
Harbinger.
Harbinger.
Sent 3 strike teams through it. There's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want a tractor beamed to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort, but we'll find out.
Admiral.
Everyone in the Ebonhawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went. We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi.
Oh my gosh, that sends shivers up my spine every time.
Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
You do also get a small experience bonus from looking at the logs, so it's worth it for gameplay reasons as well as story. Bowcaster. Huh. The basic bowcaster is not upgradable. There's an item called War Bowcaster that is, though. And now we have the Stealth Assassins! There's a reason I gave that close combat. Close combat gives you an attack modifier with blasters at close range, so yeah. Look at me being smart and thinking ahead. A bunch of loot on this ship. Oh. Forgot, I want this targeting visor. Hey, that's why I was having so much trouble hitting that HK. I didn't have the modifier.
Time to even the odds. Let's settle this.
Alright, skills. Alright, we'll get 2 weapons later, but for now, I want close combat as well. Heals, we need the heals. Flexible underlay, that's nice. If I remember correctly, the door at the end of this one is sealed. Yeah. I've never actually seen what's behind that door, so... That door is always sealed. You can't get through it unless you can't get through it unless you like cheat or something. Oh my gosh, and the music they put in this scene just makes it even more hair-raising. All them play shields. Your face band. Ooh, that'll be nice later. Oh, hi there.
Time to take you down to size.
I will silence this one.
Everyone down! I hear you.
Do a few levels now. Alright. Feeds. You're gonna want dueling. She wants dueling and not 2-weapon, you'll see why. Ooh, 2 powers. Ooh. 4. That'll be useful. Yeah, that console has some more logs on it. Check briefing logs. Course change on Duran.
I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malik, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait.
That'll be important later. Passenger.
As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of her identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, she's got diplomatic level priority, whether she knows it or not.
In case you guys have missed out on what's going on here, I'm that passenger.
We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap.
Priority override.
We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature...
Any of you guys who saw the first game will recognize him.
We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that she reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure she arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Onasi?
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I'm always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything she needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. Her safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
But yeah, his pleasure should more like his pleasure to destroy everything he comes across. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, Admiral Onasi there. Those of you who saw the first game, who saw me play the first game, will know him. Got them. Money. Yeah, those of you who remembered the first game will recognize that as Carth Onasi, the first party member we ever got. Trask doesn't count, he died at the end of the tutorial level. That count as light? No, but Atten can use it. Defense 4 saves all 2. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I forgot to give him stuff. All right, so we're all geared up. And my software seems to actually be cooperating this time, so we'll see. Another breath mask. Nice. Are you alright? My quarters.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
Now we gotta go into my quarters, go into this foot locker. Data pad that summons me to the medical place. Const 1. Nice. So yeah, we actually have a decent amount of base constitution now.
More where that came Time to take you down to size. More where that came from.
Alright. This wreckage.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred. And
this guy, oh my gosh, this guy is so freaky.
As if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together. This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him are Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Alright. Camera recordings. This is insane. That guy freaks me out every time.
Everyone down!
None of those guys drop any remains, so don't worry about asking. Now that droid's gonna follow us around for just a little bit. Yeah, that's just a medical droid who's gonna help us out.
Time to even the odds. Time to take you down to size. Everyone down!
Alright, the loot. One of the most popular mods for this game is actually Skip Paragus. I don't do it because it actually, like, I enjoy the concept of Paragus quite a bit.
Everyone down! Everyone down!
Alright, there's something in here. This protocol droid appears to have been purposely sabotaged. Huh. I wonder who could have done that. Exchange casual. That's nice. With some skill stuff. I have a bad feeling about this. Gosh dang it, why does it keep skipping? Wrong. Gained influence. Right. Oh my gosh, that's like... Alright, so this is where you're gonna do a trick, okay? Take away Krea's sword. And then you'll end up getting a free sword from this, trust me. Gosh, this guy is so scary. Like, wow, he's so intimidating. Oh gosh dang it, skipped all the dialogue! He basically warned me that I know not what path I walk. And Krea said, this battle is mine, I'm not defenseless. Something like that. Computer spikes, those are nice. Okay, so I'm gonna save and load because I'm hoping this will fix the dialogue glitch, so you'll actually hear Scion talk. More loot. The first time I played this, there was a Padawan robe in one of these chests, so... Viper Blade. Oh, right, I have to go onto that thing. I have to go onto that computer system. Gosh dang it. Having played this game so many times, I'm being kind of dumb, aren't I? Lock those. It's really funny because like I actually used the dialogue option earlier that said this is what the plan was, going through the engines and the fuel pipe to get back into Peragus on the other side.
Tell me you're joking. We are
all right, dialogue's back.
Into the Peragus facility through the fuel line. That's crazy.
Funny thing, I told him we were gonna do that earlier. It's the only way you get around the sealed door in the hangar.
All right, but I know I'm gonna regret this.
This.
I sense you, my master. Faint.
His master.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
I've played this game so many times and he still sends shivers down my spine.
You have fallen so far and learned nothing. That is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
And now we're back here.
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you?
My hand. Felt like it's being dipped in carbonite.
You look fine. Come on. We need to keep moving.
And look, it's T3.
It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
We ran into the protocol droid. Let's go. Ew, more levels, my gosh, we're powering this. Alright. I've got 2 weapon. I want this. Blast deflection! Yes! Alright. I can now pull a good old Count Dooku on those blaster bolts. Hangar 25 control conduit. Oh my gosh, I hate this maintenance droids! New weapon. Funny how I can just walk through that wrecked droid. Oh, come on, you stupid! Shoot the maintenance unit, please. Those maintenance droids are so annoying. So this is another feature in this game. There's this stance feature that will determine how your character behaves when left to the AI, and will also like help with other things. Of course. And now that mine's gone, so we can go up there and disable the fields. Alright. Got that now. You notice I'm deflecting a bunch of the blaster fire they're sending my way. Oh my gosh, that was close. All right. Alright. Let's go to the hangar. Alright. Billy!
Time to even the odds. Time to take you down to size. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. Let's settle this.
As soon as I get my constitution and dexterity up a few more notches, I'll throw some into wisdom because like I need my heals to be better than that. And this is where Atten comments on the door. Oh my gosh! Stop skipping the dialogue! Open the door to the hangar, you just need to access the hangar terminal from the platform. There's a lot of utility droids. Gosh dang it, why is it gotta skip all the dialogue? It's so annoying. Replace the conduit. Alright. We're on track. I think we may be about to see Atten's crazy special ability in just a second here. Lots of combat, lots of combat. Yep, Atten goes down. And he gets back up! If there's still people alive in your party after he goes down, he can get back up. It's crazy. Hey, Atten, here's a heal, buddy. Alright, that was a lot of fighting. We're gonna have a little bit more to get through yet before we leave Peragus. We're almost done with Peragus. All right. Hey T3, can you recover these mines? Still too low. Does Atten have it? By the way, that third option is if you have Destroy Droid, you can take out mines with Destroy Droid. Alright. That took all the last spikes I had, but I got there. We are almost done with Peragus, guys. We are almost done with Peragus. Just gonna go loot a couple of last things here. Out of my way, guys. Thank you. I knew there was a droid down here. I knew it. I'm gonna save here because sometimes it crashes when I try to board the Ebon Hawk. Board. And now we have this scene, which comes out of nowhere. It makes no sense with what the game has set up to this point, but okay. Here's hoping this doesn't crash the game. Come on, please. Yes, here we go. We have a cutscene, and then we have this. Come on. Come on, game. Come on, please don't crash. Yeah, we have the turret section here. See, these are just like random Sith troopers, not any of the assassins that we were dealing with earlier. Failing miserably here. The Sith have entered the ship. Three Sith. Okay, that's not too bad. Level 8 already. Oh man, that one dropped remains. Am I gonna be able to pick them up? I really want to show the cutscenes though. Seems there's only one setting I can use to get it to show cutscenes. There we go. Gosh dang it! Oh well. What happened? And skip dialogue, of course. Come on. About all the black screen guys, my software doesn't want to pick up the cutscenes. here. Come on. Come on. Now tell me that the game crashed. There we go. Keep as much. Gosh dang it. Of course we know there's not, but it's still... Wait, Telos? And of course, it's skipping all the dialogue, and a lot of this is actually crucial story stuff. It's really annoying. Because he repaired the ship, Atten says he doesn't believe him. Not any longer, they don't care. What about the John Dantooine and Coruscant? Coruscant lies silent, and the Dantooine Academy is in ruins, if you remember the last game. But my character doesn't know that because they've been in exile. And how do we stop the Sith? They're not listening to me. We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. We need allies. Mandalorian wars were my choice. You're not listening to me. War carries a terrible price. She's seen well enough for someone who had just lost her hand. See if I can help. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream off here. Next time we'll talk to Kreia and then to Atten and then go to Telos. But until then, I'm XRCream42 and have a nice night.